Once a cop, let it knock, yeah. I for one think we should celebrate redemption instead of condemning it.
Welcome to Corey's Corner. Today I want to talk about what's going on, crime in New York City subway stations. Now the numbers were released a week ago or two. Crime is down, I think it's like 2.9%. Crime is down in the subway system. However, there still is an issue with crime. Take a look at what Mayor Eric Adams said at a meeting the other day.
4.6 million people that use our subway system a day, 4.6 million people. So here's a question. How many think, just by raise of hand, how many of you think we have 1,000 crimes or felonies on our subways a day? How about 500? How about 100? How about 50? You know how many we have on our subway system every day? 6 felonies a day on average on our subway system out of 4.6 million riders.
You hear that? Big 4.6 million people, only 6 felonies. Well, Mr. Mayor, felony is not the only crime. So what's happening is, like, crimes are felony and misdemeanors. So when you keep saying these things, you and the police commissioner saying, oh, 4.6 million riders, there's only 6 felonies, violent crimes. Well, let's look at some of the violent crime. We got a lady burnt live on the train. You got 5 young girls just robbed like an 80-year-old in Brooklyn at 2:30 in the afternoon. We saw somebody get pushed in front of the train. We saw numerous people getting stabbed on the train. So when you keep saying, like, it's a one-off, it's only 6 people, who wants to be one of the 6 or a family member that sees one of your family members burnt alive? So y'all have a real issue with perception. But let me just tell you this. If we want to talk about how there's 4.6 million people riding the train, give all the numbers. You're only saying that there's 6 felonies. Well, how many misdemeanors happen? Because I know that crimes are classified as felonies and misdemeanor. How many bags were left unattended that was taken? How many people got punched in the mouth and it didn't rise to a felony? You know, how many people had things stolen from them, but it didn't rise to a felony? Give the right number. Stop, because you're making it seem like it's only 6 crimes in the entire subway system. Y'all got to fix this. You have an issue with perception, and for the life of me, I don't know. I mean, you know, I'm a law enforcement expert, and, you know, I was a dealer in the streets when I was young, but to me, this is simple math. You need to focus on the perception that crime is out of control, because that's what we see. Because the media, so you're battling the media, but every time you come on TV and say, there's only 6 violent crimes on the subway system, nobody's believing you. They're believing that it's really violent. And now add on congestion pricing, where you're pushing everybody into the subway system. You still have the problem of homelessness on the subway, emotionally disturbed people on the subway. You're going to have a serious problem on the subway system. Now, granted, the governor has just announced they're going to put 2 cops on every single car on the train between the hours, I believe it's 9 at night to 5 in the morning. Kudos to them. That's great. It's like 150 cars, I understand. So it's going to be like 300 cops on the subway system. Fine. But is the omnipresence going to stop the crime? I don't think so. And we know that between the hours of like 1:32 in the morning to 5, ain't really no crime, ain't no heavy lift. I mean, y'all could put the numbers out. If we was going to put 2 people on every car, probably should have did it from like, you know, maybe 6 to 2 in the morning, 7 to 3 in the morning, because after 2, it's probably really no crime. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who sitting in these meetings but making this stuff up. But I'm telling you, you have a serious problem of perception. And if we want to talk crime, let's really talk crime. If you want to put out numbers, put out all the numbers. How much crime is committed every single day on the subway system? Not just 6 violent crimes. Because you can't tell me there's not a whole bunch of other crime. Let's get it together, Police Commissioner and Mayor Eric Adams. Perception over reality. You have to deal with this. I don't know if you're Deputy Commissioner of Public Information, don't know how to spin it, but To keep saying there's only 6 violent crimes a day, and every day somebody wake up and they're watching a violent crime on the subway system, it's not equating. Come up with another spin. I'm Corey Pegues. Always keep it right now, bro.